Blessings, family. Seems like we are meeting like this quite frequently as I walk and talk and share. Just a brief share in these next few moments. I had a very powerful therapy session today. For those of you who do or don't know, I see a spiritual practitioner. So she has education in spiritual psychology and also in metaphysics. And so we do a lot of work with energy. Depends on the week, depends on the session. Some of it is more me sharing and verbal talk. And then some of it is 30 to 40 minutes of when I'm quiet and she's guiding me energetically. It's been a beautiful, exhausting, liberating upheaval of life and joy and trust and surrender. I've been working with her since May of last year. So today was quite powerful. I was observing and feeling the intensity of emotions prior to going into the session. And I was able to speak briefly. I shared a bit. And then probably for about 30 minutes, we did some energy work. And it ain't easy. And so really, I just want to share my encouragement. You know, one of the things I said to her is how wonderful it is to recognize that I am way more times than not open and available to connecting with other people. Wanting and seeking that connection because I know my own challenges. I know my own struggles. Hello. I know my own sufferings. Hi. And that constantly puts me in a place of wanting to lead with an open heart and ask people how they are and truly how they are. So because that's the position that I choose to take and the heart space that I choose to live from, energetics are really important to me. It matters how I choose to show up in any space, in any place, in any time. And sometimes, a lot of times, depending on the day, depending on the moment, depending on how I slept, all of those things are factors on whether or not I want to do something or I want to engage. And during today's session, it really brought me to a place and space of God and my own inner being is calling me and has been calling me to greater depths of myself and my heart. I had a conversation the other day with my brother surrounding the full integration of our human and the full integration of our spirit, which is never affected by time, never affected by situation or circumstance, never affected by emotions. And I will speak for myself as I grow and learn and let go and release, more truth is revealed. And what that means for me is that I'm being called to greater truths. I'm being called to greater aspects of myself. This is never in comparison. This is never a competition between myself and another human being, because no one is me and I am no one else. Although, in spirit, I am connected to everything and everyone at all times. So there's this beautiful constant dance of balance. There's this beautiful yin and yang that operates and takes place within our own being. The masculine and the feminine within. The observer and the one who is experiencing the experience. During my session today, I cried, which is very, very natural for me. I am a crier. And towards the end, I thanked my practitioner. And she asked me, was there anything else that I wanted to share? And I started to cry again, and I just said, I just feel such a deep sense of gratitude for the work that we have done and the presence that you have been in my journey. And so I want to end it on this note. No matter if it's a practitioner or a mental health professional or someone that is not even in any of those fields, maybe it's someone that has lent you their listening ear and, you know, has been a beacon for you. Pick up the phone and let them know. Let them know that you appreciate them. You know, for those of us who constantly put ourselves in positions to be available for other people, sometimes we can neglect ourselves. And I heard something recently that says, I will never again betray myself for the comfort of another person. And this is something that I'm taking on. I have done that many times, and I am no longer doing that. And that requires presence, that requires patience, that requires awareness, and that requires a great sense of discipline and accountability on my behalf for myself and the way that I show up each and every moment. So obviously I sat down here because I wanted to pause and just share this message with you. Be encouraged. For those of you who find yourself in an in-between phase like myself, I'm leaving old versions of Rachel in the past yet again, and newness is emerging. And it doesn't negate any work that you've already done. It doesn't negate the healing that you've already experienced. It doesn't negate the journaling and the meditation and the practices and the reading and the sacred study. It doesn't negate any of those things. It doesn't negate the tough conversations with parents or children or loved ones. It doesn't negate any of that. What it means is that you are in a different position and you are going to a different place. So that means a new version of yourself is required. There's a new version of yourself that's being asked to come to this particular place and space in your life. The old version of you 3 months ago, 5 years ago, it is no longer sufficient for where you are today and where you are being led to. God is always intentional in our preparation. I love you. Stay strong. Reach out. You do not have to suffer alone. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend. And I'll be talking to you guys very soon.